Hello, folks. This is Rick Way, the Texas Cruiser. This is the last night of our cruise that originated on October 6th, and tomorrow's the 12th, the last day of the 6 evening cruise. I know probably a lot of you have been kind of following about the saga that we've been going through with the Hurricane Milton, and avoiding that, we left out Galveston, headed due west uh, towards South Texas and to the far western portion of the Gulf of Mexico, come in behind Milton, and then sail over into the Caribbean behind as Milton headed towards Florida. Well, everybody knows that Milton decided to have a mind of his own and took his sweet time getting into to the far eastern portion of the Gulf into Florida. One thing I want to say up front is that my heart and my prayers go out to the people of Florida who all were affected by this storm. And it's a bad storm. It's a real bad storm. And I feel for these people. We've had to ride out hurricanes ourselves, some pretty bad ones ourselves where we're located in Texas Gulf Coast area. But anyway, we had to do a little dancing. I call it dancing around the hurricane, and we had some. This is one of the largest ships in the world, and we had to do a lot of rock and roll. And man, this ship. I mean, Mother Nature says, I don't care if you're one of the largest or the largest ship in the world. I'm going to rock you around a little bit. So we did this rocking and rolling, and this ship was, I tell you what, bone-iron is worth its weight in gold. Take that bone-iron or Dramamine, whatever you do, transderm patches, saw quite a few people with transderm patches on. Anyway, I still had a great time, even though we did lose 2 ports of our 3 ports that we were supposed to go to. Honduras was the first one they dropped off, and then Cozumel was dropped because good old Milton taking his sweet time moving on down the road. So anyway, I went to the front part of the ship to the Solarium Bistro. People know how these ships are outlined, laid out. Harmony, the Solarium Bistro, which is a little restaurant area. I like to go eat breakfast in the morning. I went up there one morning, and the ship was doing the bow of the ship doing this. This is a big ship. To see this happen to this big old ship is amazing. So the bow kept going up and down. And I just said, I wonder about food's going to stay on my plate or anything. So I said, I think I'm going towards another portion of the ship to the windjammer, which is what I wound up doing. And the windjammer is a little more stable. It's on the stern of the ship, so it's a little more stable back there. So I was able to eat breakfast back there. Excuse me. But I did go out there several times at the pool deck. Whenever they was open, quite a few times I've had Royal Caribbean security personnel say, hey, we're closing it down, you can't be out here. So I was almost blown. I'm a big guy. I'm in up front, I'm a big guy. And I was almost blown over several times. The wind was so strong out there. And the pool I got some good videos of the pool splashing around and blowing and all that. So anyway, the captain got to the point to where the hurricane slowed down so much that we were catching up with it. We were getting on into the heavier weather portion of the storm. And it was, like I said, the ship was going all over the place, rocking and rolling. People, I myself included, was bouncing off the walls and all that. So he announced this, he's turning the ship around, go back, find some calmer waters to smooth out the sailing, which it did help. It took a while, and we went back, and then the next day we kind of started coming back to try to head toward the Caribbean again, but in still calmer waters. I'd say calmer than what it was. They still called the ship to move around a little bit, but not near as bad as it was when we were in the excuse me, catch up with storm. Anyway, the next day, as it's a little sunnier, we got out, like I said, got out most of the storm and all that. Excuse me, something in my throat today. Anyway, off to the port side, I looked and there's old Margaritaville Islander steaming along parallel with us. I knew they had left Tampa, and instead of going south, try to cut across from the storm. They decided to go west and come around to the western portion of the Gulf and try to do what we were doing, coming behind you. And then at that time, I looked over off the starboard side, and then guess what I see over there? Carnival breeze out there. So we all three going parallel one another, going towards the Caribbean. Carnival left out of Galveston the day after we did, and they decided to do what we did, come around the western portion of the Gulf and come around down the storm. So here are all three of us heading towards the Caribbean parallel to one another. And we all actually wound up in Cozumel together. So 7-ship day. And also who shows up there? Jubilee. So we had Jubilee and MSC Seascape, a future Galveston ship. She went over to the city docks of San Miguel, and over there was Serenade of the Seas, Royal Caribbean's another Serenade of the Seas ship. A little smaller, quite a bit smaller than us, but a good ship anyway. We all had a great day in Cozumel, and wound up going to. Now we all left out, and us and Jubilee is heading towards Galveston. I think Breeze is also scheduled to come to Galveston too. So all three of us are heading to Galveston together. Like I said, I've seen the Jubilee off our port side for most of the day today. So we're all going to be winding up there pretty much at the same time. I've been dancing around hurricane before and other cruises. I've been through tropical storm is nothing compared to what we went through this week. And one thing I say about the passengers on this ship, everybody stayed in a good mood. Everybody stayed happy. We're all just having a good old time watching each other bounce off the walls, and we'll try to walk down the promenade with all the ship moving around and stuff. But most everybody was having a good time. It's I tell you what, even though I just went to one island, I still had a good time. And I tell you what, this is good. This Harmony is now my favorite ship. Everybody knows I've had a Liberty Seas in the past as a favorite. Now, then I had Allure. And now Harmony's my favorite. She's a beautiful ship, and I just can't say enough about her. Down south, I will show Central Park right quick with you right quick. Central Park had from the storm, a lot of the trees and some of the taller bushes and all had fell over from the storm, and they didn't see. I don't know if you can see any ropes. There's a lot of trees and all the ropes on them, propping them in place. Horticulturist, I know the horticulturist on board that Royal Caribbean hired, and they had he earned his pay this week coming in to fix the plants and all back to where they're supposed to be. It's beautiful, and they did a good job, and I really hats off to them. And I'd say the captain and crew took very good care of us. They made sure that they no harm came to anybody, and they did what they had to do. I don't have a problem missing the ports. It's just not. Weather happens, so I don't have a problem sailing during hurricane season. Like I mentioned to you guys before, just be aware, things change, and Royal Caribbean did right by us. They gave us one of our cruise days back as a refund, and the port taxes for both Roatan and Cozumel was refunded back. So my count pretty much zeroed out. I don't have a lot in my count, and it was pretty much zeroed out. So folks, just be aware. And I'll be posting some cruise videos about some of the weather related stuff. I may be able to, on this video, when I get a chance tomorrow, I'll go ahead and post a couple of videos, probably about a comment at the end of this video, so you can see some of the stuff we've seen and some of the other passengers they took also. So anyway, you guys keep it safe out there, and just be aware when you go on a cruise that things happen. And like I said, hit that like and subscribe button when you get a chance. And this is Texas Cruiser. I'll hope to catch you on a future cruise. Goodbye. Yeah, it fell over. Been hearing that noise all night last night.
Oh, okay lang. Medyo minamalagan ko yung tempo, sir. Lalo ng 6 days lang ko tapos bumagyo ko. Hindi naman sa Kapangito, paano? Kasama na hilo na. Iyan po. Iyan?
Iyan.
Anong talagang ano? Yan talagang okay, sir.
Nautos na.
Sir, ito na po sir. Pangalan ko na rin sir. Iyan lang po.
Parang mga video.
Bakit iyan? Kasi anak ni Nora, iyan. Saan ka
Lunahin mo ah.
Sir.
Lunahin yan siguro.
Pag sir, akala niya, teacher po kasi sir eh. Tapos akala niya, iba dati po. Ay ngayon, gusto na po yung mahabang pangalan. Akala niya, baka tata pa rin po ako masulat nun.
Easy.
Yeah.
Anak ko, ang pansa ni Nora kasi anak ni Nora, hindi pa si Iyan. O si Iyan Venerasyon.
Ilan kayo sir?
Apat.
Apat. Isa na ano, na sisig na po. Baka na puyat na ba?
It's got a bunch of rain. That's probably one other reason why they closed the pool decks. close off the full deck and the upper decks. On the outside that is. I was out there and they said I had to leave because they closed the decks out there. So I guess it's too nautical out there. It almost blew me off my feet a while ago. Quite windy. A little dark, I couldn't see the waves just yet.